This is part 32 of A Link Between Worlds, and I actually got to start with this one off because Rick can just not get his parts right on
not
these
at all.
videos.
We've lost faith in me.
Part
at this
31,
point.
part 30, I don't know.
32, I don't even know. I don't even know what game we're playing right now.
But in this part, we're going to pick up some Maiamais that are in the dark area. I guess that's what we're going with. And then, because there's quite a bit, I'm thinking maybe 8, not sure.
We grabbed quite a few.
Somewhere around there, and then at the end, we'll kind of be going through the Dark Palace Maze.
Yep. That's always kind of funny. I got my hopes up when I was prepping for this. I saw we entered the maze in the last part. We're ready to make our way to Dark Palace, and it's like, just kidding. We're going back
come right back out. We get that one Maimai. You think we're starting it? Nope, we're not.
No, we're gonna hang out outside for a while.
Well, we haven't seen this area right here at all, though. This is our first time in this area, so I mean, you gotta explore it a little bit.
And we do. We certainly do.
You know, the thing is, that's very tempting right there. There is a crack right there that you can actually get to this area from, but when you enter where we enter, that maze right there and the greenery that's around it is actually very enticing. So
it could be very easy.
I had a hard time getting away from the area.
It could be easy to just skip all this stuff and go straight into the palace. Yeah.
And really, if you're not collecting Maiamais, there's really no reason to do what we're doing right now. Really, I mean, I remember one thing being really upsetting about this area is this is one of the bigger areas in Lowell.
It really is.
It's divided up, but there's really nothing to do in this area except for the Dark Palace maze in the palace.
Yeah, I mean, there's just not much here, and that's why, I mean, you're going to see us explore all because even though there's hardly anything in here, they did scatter this.
It's just a lot wasted. It's just a lot of wasted area, which
it is.
I don't know if I want a game. I mean, yeah, I'm getting tired of collecting the Maiamais.
Not as bad as fusing kinstones.
But no, oh my god, why did you even have to bring that up, man? Why did you even have to bring that one up?
But anyway,
that was misery right there. Not Misery Meyer, that was just straight on misery.
I kind of wish they did this the way I think it was Ocarina of Time did it, where there were 100 gold Skulltulas, but really after you got 50, they didn't mean anything. You know, that way you wouldn't have to find every single one.
You know, but it did make you explore every area. Here in a little while, we'll be going to the very corner of the Lowell map, and we would have never went there if it wasn't for the Maiamais. So I mean, yeah, I don't really like collecting 100 of them. I think it's too many.
Yeah.
But it does make you almost explore both areas.
Everything.
Everything in both areas. So I do like that brings that element to the game.
And at least you do get a reward for it. It's not just some games will have an achievement for collecting them or something, which I know a lot of people are achievement hunters.
Yeah.
But it's just you actually do get a tangible reward in the form of upgraded weapons.
And it's very well. I mean, a lot of the upgrades are pointless, but you said, at least you get one for every 10. You're talking about you get 50 and then you're pretty much done, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I actually do like this game and how they do it, whereas every 10 you can update an upgrade to an item, even though it's maybe not very valuable.
I mean, heck, a lot of the items we don't really use much.
No, to begin with, yeah. So that's one thing, but if you don't use an item that much in the first place, what is the upgrade going to do for you?
It's not going to change it.
Exactly.
It's not going to make it so awesome that you'll all of a sudden start using it over and over again.
If the tornado rod would allow us to fly across Lowell, that would be an awesome upgrade.
Or just get from platform to platform. I mean, that'd be pretty awesome.
And really, the only reason we're going to this area is for one Maimai.
I know.
And then we get these coups right here, and I just, you know what, Red, to be honest with you, they're not very cool, in my opinion.
No, they're not cool. That is not cool, dude.
Dude, I've been waiting for that one all day, I'm not going to lie. As soon as I found those enemies' names, I'm like, oh, yep, I'm going to use that line.
Well, they were an evil combination between them and the
Just not cool enemies. Just not cool enemies.
They're not very cool at all.
We just got something. I hope we see them again this game.
And as you can tell, I mean, we've spent a lot of time in this part between the Maiamais, and you also saw us going in and out of some of the the cracks and portals. We've mentioned before, we just like to get them on the map.
Yeah.
Get them marked where they are.
It's really, it's really kind of wasting time, but yeah, it's just nice, when you're going through the map for the player, you're like, oh, okay, I can get to Lowell right here, or get back to Hyrule right here.
I kind of feel like this whole part's wasting time, to be honest.
Well, that's every Zelda game, though. If you're doing 100% walkthrough like we are, there's a lot of wasting time.
I'm just being
There was a lot more wasting time in Minish Cap, though. Since you want to bring up that stupid
I know.
game.
I shouldn't have opened up that whole...
How about that Maimai earlier that was really close to the edge of that waterfall?
Oh, I loved that.
That Maimai's living on the edge right
there. When I saw that too, I'd be like, how cool would it be if
I'd also like to live dangerously.
I'll stay. I really liked that. And I thought it would have been really cool if and this is just me spitballing ideas around here. But what if you picked him up and you fell off the waterfall and there was something down there? I mean, I don't know what it could be, or
it would have been cool, like if one of the waterfalls would let Tsuka area.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how exactly. I mean, I guess you had to take a leap of faith.
Yeah.
Or a fall of faith, but like it'd been cool if one waterfall would have led to something secret in the game.
It would have been neat.
But this area right here, absolutely love this area.
Me too.
I love how they switched it up from Link to the Past.
Oh, yeah.
And then like the ivy on the walls right here is just beautiful. And merging between it.
When we're behind
it is just a great image in the game.
And we've mentioned that before between with waterfalls and like the sand, but like just the image of you being behind something like that when you're in the wall, it is a great visual.
And we'll get this with the palace when we enter it, but one thing I like about this whole area right here is that even though it's dark, it's very colorful.
It is like with the green and everything, and like the red, of course, from their like line of sight. I guess
it's their line of sight,
Yeah, I was a big fan of how they like. Of course, there was a maze in Link to the Past, but they took it and made it a lot more creative.
Yeah, we had to pay $100 to go through it.
Yeah, from that stupid monkey. So I just thought that this was a nice twist on that. It's like the same general idea, but they made it different enough to where it was unique and stand out.
Now with the technology, they probably weren't able to do something like this with Link to the Past, but this is one of those things I like that they switched in the game.
Me too. And also going through an area like this where you're like trying to dodge the eyesight of the guards and stuff reminded me of one of the very first scenes in Ocarina of Time where we're going through the Hyrule Castle like garden to get to Zelda.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
I guess like those little sneaky. I know you're not always a big fan of sneaking around.
Yeah, I had no patience. Full blast the whole way. Now I also noticed they had green torches right there, but like the green torches, the green ivy, and then also the green water that is basically just low roll water.
Yep.
Like all that just I don't know. Even though it's dark, it makes it. This place is just beautiful, in my opinion.
It is. It makes for a nice, fun approach. Like. To the Dark Palace. It's like it looks very forested, or not forested, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just
now, one issue I do have with it, I thought it was kind of easy. Now, like we said, the whole game is easy, but I kind of wish they made it a little bit harder. Maybe had some more soldiers in there, kind of make it more interesting.
Especially make it a little tougher to get like the heart piece or the Maiamais that we got in there. Make it more.
Well, that heart piece actually is very tough. I just kind of got lucky and kind of went flying across there and ran up real quick to get it, but that is a little tougher.
And now that we've made it through the maze, this wraps up part 32 of A Link Between Worlds.